What's going on today, guys? So today I'm going to be making a special video for you guys, and I'm just going to talk about one of my favorite movies because every once in a while I'm going to want to talk about just some of my favorite movies of all time. But this movie is going to be a little bit special because I'm going to be seeing Steve Jobs on Friday, and I'm very excited for it. But today, guys, I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite movies of all time, The Social Network. I really like the casing of this movie. David Fincher likes to do this with his movies, put them in a special type case deal. And if I open it up, the discs are right here. But in the end, guys, The Social Network is really awesome. And it stars Jesse Eisenberg as the titular character Mark Zuckerberg, who was the founder and creator of Facebook. And just everything that happens from a legal standpoint as the movie tries to pinpoint everything he does in order to create Facebook, and then also talks about all the lawsuits, and they show vivid depictions of what happened. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. A movie like this would really bore me had it not been written and directed as beautifully as it was. I'm going to talk about Aaron Sorkin in a minute, because he's definitely my favorite part of this movie. However, I'm going to talk about the acting and the directing. This film was directed by David Fincher, who previously made the movies Fight Club, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, and Panic Room, and Seven. And even though I've only seen Fight Club and The Curious Case of Benjamin Button and Panic Room, I must say that out of all of those movies, The Social Network still remains to be my favorite David Fincher movie. Now let me talk about the acting in this movie. Jesse Eisenberg as Mark Zuckerberg is perfect. He is Mark Zuckerberg. He is. He perfectly embodies that character. And my favorite part of the movie is when he looks at this guy who's trying to prosecute him and he's saying, "Do you think I deserve your full attention?" And Mark Zuckerberg's like, "No." And he turns to him like this and he says, "Did I adequately answer your condescending question?" Andrew Garfield co-stars in this film as Eduardo, who is Mark Zuckerberg's best friend. And the two of them, Jesse Eisenberg and Andrew Garfield, are actually best friends in real life. I'm being serious. And it turns out that when they filmed their scenes, their heated arguments with each other, they had a hard time doing it because they had become such good friends during filming. But he plays Eduardo, who becomes the CFO of Facebook, and it's like he knows the inner workings of Mark, but does he? He finds out he doesn't, and he ends up getting betrayed in the end, which is just so powerful. And then it co-stars Justin Timberlake as the founder of Napster, and I just think he did a great job of Sean Parker. He really did. I think he also embodied that character. And it proved that Justin Timberlake can actually act. It's not like he can sing. This guy can actually act. And this movie definitely proved it. And then, of course, you have Armie, who is a name that I don't like to talk of because of the Lone Ranger. But in this movie, he did a very good job. And he voiced both the two Winklevosses. Now, turns out that the other Winklevoss, because he played one of the twins, the other twin had a completely different face, but they were the same height. They used clever CGI and prosthetics to make him look like Armie Hammer. Okay, I saved it for the end, and here it is. The writing in this movie by Aaron Sorkin. This writing is still and remains my absolute favorite docudrama of all time. The writing in this film is so unanimously amazing to me that whenever I watch this movie, I stop and realize, hey, I'm at 20 minutes. Then I'm at 40 minutes. Then I'm at an hour. And it feels like it is 25 minutes long when I see the movie. And that is because the writing flows in every scene. There is not one thing I can say about the writing that is completely terrible, or it's like that doesn't flow well, or it drags. The writing is what keeps everything in check. Even the direction by David Fincher wouldn't be without the incredibly amazing screenplay by Aaron Sorkin. And yes, I do know that they improvised a couple of the scenes. I'm aware of that. But I do think that Aaron Sorkin's script, because I had the absolute liberty of reading this marvelous script, it is one of the most intense, riveting docudramas and films I have ever seen in my life. Aaron Sorkin is a master at writing, and that is what made me extraordinarily excited for Steve Jobs, which I hopefully will be seeing this weekend. But guys, The Social Network is definitely one of my favorite films, and I absolutely implore you to watch this film. This movie is absolutely amazing, and it will blow your mind. Guys, The Social Network, of course, gets an A+. thank you guys for watching another one of my movie reviews. I appreciate this as always, and I'm so glad to be talking to you guys about another one of my favorite films of all time. That soon will be coming up again with Star Wars, which I will be reviewing for you guys very soon. But guys, if you like this review, then of course click that like button and send me some comments for what movies you want me to review next, and I will definitely be delivering for you guys. Thank you, and stay tuned.